So, how did you meet No Boundaries?
Well, a lot of my friends were coming, and I thought, well, I just, wouldn't fit in there or whatever because I never, asked for help or anything. So one day I just came, and like after that, it was just like so easy to come.
What made it so easy to come?
The people,
That's
the people, they all welcome you in like your family. Yeah.
So, what was your first impression of No Boundaries?
It was a wonderful impression. I was a little nervous, but you know what I mean? There was a lot of people, but it was incredible. And it wasn't, I mean, it's not like you have to sit and sit and sit and sit and sit. Y'all take care of your business and get it done, and you're helping on to the next person to help. And, for me, being out there in the streets for 25 years, and not having no help at all from family or nobody, then that was just like, God's grace on me. And now it's brought me further. It's got me to where I'm respecting the way I look, where I live. I'm not on the streets no more, I got a smile. I got it all.
Beautiful.
Now I'm getting to be around my grandchildren, and, y'all have helped me all that way. It's a full circle.
So you said you were on the streets for 25 years.
25 years, really the wrong way to go, and I got caught up in it. Once you're in it, you can't hardly get out. The people are going to keep you there, and they're going to tell you what you want to hear, so you'll stay. But all that time, what they're doing is just using you for whatever they can, and it's just a sad circle, You think people care, but they don't care,
Right.
They care less,
Right. So, and you said you lost your kids went to CPS, and now you're able to be around your grandkids.
Yes.
That's so awesome.
Yes, they all came found me, and they never forgot me, and it's just like, to me, I feel like I can be around them without being uncomfortable, and I can have them on my own without, okay, well, you'll have to step outside, or you have to do this, I don't want you to see this, or, I don't want them to ever have to go through what I had to go through, I've been through hell, left for dead, you know what I mean? And, like, now my spirits are higher than it's ever been.
So awesome.
And it's because of y'all, because I feel like I can be a person, and I can be accepted in the world,
And you are. So, what would you tell somebody that's 20, 21, 22, or even older or younger that's lost hope?
I would tell them, if you look at me at my age and you turn around and, all of a sudden you're me, and you look back and your children are grown already, you haven't seen them for years, your family's all gone away, nobody wants to speak to you. When all you have to do is take that next step, go to rehab, or go talk to somebody at the church, go, just get a friend, because I'm telling you, it's nothing nice out there. It's nothing nice. Please believe.
So, when you say you were on the streets, what did that look like for you?
It looked like just desperation. It looked like do anything for money, because you don't have nowhere to go. You don't have and nobody accepts you unless you have money or something to give to them.
So, a lot of people think, oh, well, when I'm not accepted by my family, if I go to the streets, they're going to accept me there. Did they really accept you?
No. It's one-sided love.
It's one-sided love. That's a good way to put it.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
One-sided love until you run out of money or drugs, or, you don't want to have sex with them anymore, and that's it. They're on to the next. Yeah.
But how have you survived it?
I don't know. And I don't know why I still have a heart, because, I should be cold-hearted. I should be just a black heart, but I've always been still. I'm still going to say, hello, can I help you? Can I do something for you? But I won't give you what you're asking for. And all this time that I've been out there, though, and God's always showed me a way. I might have asked for the wrong thing, and He's given it to me, but He gave it to me because He knew I needed it. You know what I mean? Because He's walked this path with me. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
So, what would you say to a girl that's looking for love, that's a teenager?
It's just, just wait, and the right one will be there for you. Just put your love in your family and God, and that's all you should need, And if you just be that person and go into church and be friends with people, then you'll have that kind of, some people just take the wrong path. You have to talk to people to be able to get love,
Yeah. So, what about the guys that are on the street?
They're probably going through the same thing as we did, but they're not doing what we had to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is really mentally struggle. I mean, really hard on somebody to, relive that all the time or all the time. And but sometimes they got to where they're so cold that they don't care anymore. You know what I mean? They don't care what had happened. Just let's get the money, let's get some drugs, or let's get the money, let's get the, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of times when they just take your money and leave. After you had to go through what you just had to go through.
How did you stay so happy going through horrific things?
Well, I think I just keep myself happy. You know what I mean? I can't. You have to keep yourself happy, or just think, this will get better. In time, God will leave you. You have to suffer now to get later. You know what I mean? Oh, somebody's always got to suffer. And it's just the life I was dealt. But I believe that God put us here for a purpose, so that I was out there to serve a purpose. Maybe I could help another child or another woman or another person to, get help,
So what would you say to people that believe that bad things only happen on the bad side of town?
Oh, no. It's everywhere. The goodest girls and the goodest boys come out to play. And it might not be about drinking, it might not be, but it's still, drinking leads, I don't care what anybody says, drinking leads to another thing. Marijuana leads to harder drugs. They can't say this is not a gay, that's all gateway, Sex with just individuals leads to sex with anybody, you know what I mean? Later on in life, you'll think about, oh my God, I can't believe I did that, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's hard. It's hard to try to fight back those thoughts and thoughts, you know what I mean? But if you just pray, it'll be okay.
So what would you say to people that first meet No Boundaries, that have been on the streets? Because a lot of times when people look at me or Tracy or Amber or Pam,
You little polished church girls. Yeah.
They're
so plain. So I would tell them, just try it. They're not going to judge you. They're not going to say you're any better than you. They're not going to do anything like that. They're going to smile at you and ask you what you need. And for anything, you know what I mean? And if you want to go further than that, if you want to hear about God, maybe they can talk to you about God. Or if you want to hear about maybe some other options, maybe they can help you with that. But you have to be serious about it, you know what I mean? You can't just be running back to your boyfriend because you want to make up, There's not time for that. It's if you want to stop, stop. Period.
So what stops people from getting help?
They don't love themselves, and they just choose to keep on hurting themselves. You know what I mean? Because unless you are ready, then you can't get no help. You have to be in your own mind. Women are out here because they have no other choice. You know what I mean? They have only this one choice. Okay, tomorrow they don't have nowhere to live unless they have something done tonight. And they can work all night long to try to get it done, you know what I mean? And somebody might just take their money. But, there's been places that you can go. Right when I went to the Salvation Army, they put me in an apartment, you know what I mean? I've told everybody about it. Nobody wanted to go get help. Because they're not ready.
So what can we do at No Boundaries to show more people that there are good people that will just love them where they are?
Well, I mean, to me, y'all don't have to do nothing else, because I think that you're going to do an excellent job about, the way you treat people. You don't look down on them. You're always smiling. And can I help you with this? What else do you need? And that's hard to do when nobody's giving back. You know what I mean? It's very hard to do.
So what would you say to people that are thinking about getting involved with No Boundaries to help others that are on the street or others that are struggling? What would you tell them?
I would tell them it's an excellent idea. I mean, it gives you a sense of warmth and heart and, family,
I love the word family.
Yes, family's the best.
I believe that blood and DNA makes you a family. No. It's all about love.
Yeah, it's who you love and who you're around.
Your shirt's perfect. It says love, love, love.
I always have everything love. But when I was growing up, we had a big family, and we'd always have big dinners and all like that. But just, I don't know how I could take my family more, and I had to get away from my family. But there's never no choice. You can go and find another family to be around. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be that family, because you know what's right with that family.
Yes.
You know what you've already been through.
Yes.
And if it's not working, fix it.
Right.
But I mean, it took me all this time to figure this out, and I'm still not sure, but I'm trying. I'm trying.
What's something for, a lot of who we work with and who we primarily work with are trafficking victims and people that have been bought and sold by pastors, by police officers,
Yes.
by
You would be amazed.
everybody.
You would be amazed. You would be
You know.
amazed, about these men out here.
Yeah.
There are some sick individuals, and if it weren't for the men, the women wouldn't be there.
Right.
That's right.
That's
You know what
true.
I mean?
Right, absolutely.
It's been there for all this time. Men are willing to pay for it. They're willing to do anything for it. So,
So,
they say now 1 out of 5 men are serial killers or want to be a serial killer. Yes, it's a terrible. 55% of all truck drivers are serial killers. It's just that's on the. I've seen it on TV, but I believe it on the truck drivers end. Yeah. So these just like counseling.
yeah.
Counseling is the best. So let somebody talk about what they've gone through. You know what I mean? And actually listen. Because we tell our story, but nobody's actually listening.
Right.
Until you find that right person and say, "Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry."
What would you say to the loved ones who, find out their husband or wife is purchasing somebody else?
Yes, that's hard.
I mean, that is
I've seen
really
it happen.
hard.
I've seen
Yeah.
it so many times where the woman has caught their husband, and it's just a sad situation.
It is.
But to me, if your man's sleeping with other women, and usually it's unprotected, then you might want to leave him alone. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to die like him, because he's going to eventually die. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's just ridiculous the way these people are out here. It's just ridiculous. What men will ask you to do. Because they know you're desperate.
Right.
Desperation is a big thing.
Yeah.
I love having you as part of my family.
I love you